Welcome to the Island Nerds. Today we're going to be talking about the WandaVision finale. Where to begin? You know what? Let me start with a kind of a recap on the episode. So we open up, literally like seconds after episode 8. With Agatha holding Wanda's kids hostage. And all that, and immediately they start fighting, immediately, which is awesome. Always awesome to see. They're fighting. Wanda throws a car at her, smashes her into her house. White Vision shows up, and then White Vision and regular Vision start fighting. Craziness, and then the rest of the episode kind of just plateaued. Monica finds out that Pietro is actually Ralph, or whatever, which is, I'll get to that, but she finds out that he's Ralph. She escapes. She very vaguely helps out with the law enforcement with sword. I was really kind of hoping to see kind of a fist fight between Jimmy and Hayward. That didn't happen. Hayward just got out of his car, fired a couple rounds, got back in, and got T-boned by Darcy. Both characters I wish had more to do in this episode. Yada yada yada. Scarlet or Wanda gets, she manifests the Scarlet Witch persona, I guess. She's shooting lasers at Agatha. It was really cool how she casted the runes or whatever they were around the hex so that Agatha couldn't use her magic anymore. When she started blasting and hitting the wall, I was like, okay, there's no way she's missing. She's doing something. She set up the ruins so that Agatha couldn't use her magic. Her costume looks really badass now, definitely. And then Agatha falls to the ground, and Wanda traps her in Westview, which is no longer Westview now. So I don't know where exactly she trapped her, but she doesn't have power. She thinks she's Agnes now. Everything's fine and dandy. They go back home. Wanda takes down the hex. Vision and her kids disappear. She has a quick interchange with Monica. Basically, they forgive each other. Nice heartfelt moment, and that happened. Yeah. And then nothing else really happened. Post-credit scenes, we see Monica interact with the Skrull. And then the next one basically saying hey, we need your help up there in space. And then the second post-credit scene, we see Wanda in a cabin in the middle of the mountains. God, what I wouldn't give to be her there. And we see her use her astral form to read the forbidden book, to learn spells and stuff. That was basically the gist of the episode. I kind of share a lot of the same opinion with people, how it the season was building up and up and up, and then the finale just kind of plateaued. We didn't really get a lot of the questions we had answered. Kind of a waste of Evan Peters. Again, X-Men wasted him, now we're wasting him. What the hell? What else? We don't know who the Beekeeper is still. Still have no idea. Where the hell did White Vision go? Are we going to see him again? I thought that was going to be Ultron. I guess not. Still just so many questions. How is she going to get her kids back? I thought that they could live outside the Hex. I didn't know that they would disappear if the Hex was gone. But anyways, so let's get into why everyone's so disappointed. It didn't really feel like a climax. It felt like they put so much time and effort into these other episodes, and then they just wanted the final episode to be a huge fight scene, and it's basically what it was. I mean, not a lot happened. The fights weren't too crazy. When Wanda, that whole interchange between, first of all of them standing there like that kind of reminded me of The Incredibles. Anyways, when Vision was kids, we didn't prepare you for this, and Wanda goes, but you were born for it. I thought there was going to be some major ass whooping, I thought it was going to be an amazing fight scene, but then Wanda and Agatha are in the sky, and everyone else is just kind of hanging around down there. when she goes, "You guys take care of the military." I really wanted to see the twins unleash their powers on those mofos, but no, they Speed just ran around and took some dude's glasses. I don't know. I feel okay. So I want to get into why everybody feels so empty and unsatisfied with this conclusion. 50% of it is on us. 50% of it is on Marvel. 50% of it is on Marvel. No, let's start with us. We theorized the crap out of this show. We put so much time and effort. I've seen other YouTubers like 3-hour long live streams talking about what's gonna happen and like who's gonna show up and who's the cameo that Paul Bettany was talking about. What happened to the Beekeeper? Where's Mephisto? We kind of hyped this up in our heads to more than what it was, which leads me to the Marvel side of things. Marvel knew that we were doing that, and they gave us a boring fight scene in the last episode. It was emotional for sure, but I think they missed what was really important, which was opening the world to more. But really opening the whole universe to more possibilities for the future. But really what it did was open Wanda to more possibilities in the future, which is fine because it's Wanda's show. Obviously opened Vision up too because now he's White Vision flying around somewhere. So yeah, it opened up more possibilities for them, but not really for the rest of the universe, which we thought it was going to be. Obviously, some of my predictions were spot on. My larger scale predictions, like what this meant for the rest of the universe, were wrong, obviously. Like Westview just being a gateway from one universe to another. Magneto being Agatha's husband and Peter being their son. All that stuff was wrong. I thought the X-Men would show up. I thought Reed Richards would show up. And that's completely on me for I didn't think that was going to happen, but I thought we were going to get something on that scale, but we just didn't. And, that's on me for hyping that up. And a lot of the YouTubers who have been making videos on the same thing know how I feel. But yeah, so that, I mean, I was holding off on watching this till later in the day because I wanted to record myself reacting to it. But I heard I saw a bunch of my friends saying didn't live up to the hype, and I was like, what are you talking about? How is this not an epic finale? And I watched it, and I was I was gonna post a video earlier in the day, but I just didn't feel motivated to. I was like, okay, I mean, there's really nothing to recap. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. You didn't miss anything, It's just one of those things. We are, we're starting to get excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I think will be a lot more grounded, almost literally. It'll be a lot more straightforward, no magic, no Mephisto and all that crap. It's just gonna be really fun and entertaining to watch. Obviously, gonna still make videos, gonna still theorize on stuff like who are we gonna see and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do the same thing because those episodes are an hour long. They have a lot, they can put a lot into that hour of time. With WandaVision, the episodes were 30 to 45 minutes. And I remember somebody saying confirmed the last 3 episodes are each an hour long. I was like, no, they're not. They're definitely not gonna be. But yeah, like I said in my last video, they had so much that they needed to fit into the finale, and they just didn't. They were I feel like they were just kind of hoping we would forget about some of the stuff that happened before and just kind of, enjoy the finale for how it was. And I don't like to talk crap about things. I was entertained. It was still a fun episode. My thing is if I don't particularly like something as much as something else that I like, I'm just kind of all right, move on. What's next? I don't dwell on it too much, so I'm not gonna be super upset about the finale. It almost feels like your teacher giving you a 1,000-page book and saying, here, you have to read this before the test, and then the test is all the easy shit that you learn in class, and that's just kind of how it felt. But yeah, so general overview of the whole series, it was good. It was a really good show. Like I said, the 1 through 8 freaking climbing, and then episode 9 plateaued, but that's okay. We still got a fun ride regardless. So I'm excited to see what happens with Wanda in the future. Here's another thing. Marvel has a tendency to be like, after you see a movie or something, you're like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens next. But after this, it feels like we're gonna be like, oh great, now I have to wait 2 years to see what happens next. You see the difference there? Like, you want people to be excited for what's coming next, not to feel like they have to wait to get the conclusion to a show or a movie. Unless it's Endgame and Infinity War, which it was meant to be like that. But anyway, so yeah, those are my thoughts on WandaVision finale. I don't want to give it a number rating. I don't think that's fair. And I don't want to rank it against all the other episodes because it doesn't work without any of the other episodes. But definitely left a lot to be desired. There were a lot of, like, even though like our crazy theories didn't come true, there were still so many questions within the show that they didn't answer. Like, the beekeeper was the main thing. The aerospace engineer, was it just that lady? Is Hayward just gone now? Like, I thought he was going to be the next Nick Fury. Yeah, he does some stuff that you might not agree with, but he's still the good guy, still on the good side, but I guess not. Did everybody in the Hex get powers, or was it just Monica because she went in and out? Questions like that just should have been answered. Another thing, why Agatha wanted to learn her power. In my last video, I was like, Marvel is upgrading their villains. They're not just power hungry, like they have motives and stuff. But we didn't get an answer as to why she wants the power, so I guess she is just power hungry. And I think that was the thing that was most disappointing to me. If she just like gave 2 lines like why she wants her power, so we can sympathize with her, so we can be like, okay, there's actual turmoil here with their fight. Like, we're not really sure who we want to win, but obviously we're gonna vote for Wanda because she's Wanda. There was no emotion behind Agatha. It was just kind of like, okay, she's a baddie. That's all there is to her. She's got a snarky attitude and she's a bad guy. That's it. That's her whole personality. That's all we got. So yeah, questions like that. Wanda said like, I'll be seeing you again. So I'm sure we'll be seeing her again. In what capacity? I don't know. Will she be more fleshed out in the future? I hope so. Hopefully when we get more X-Men stuff, my Magneto thing can still be true. But we'll see. Time will tell. So yeah, great show all in all. Definitely going to look back on it fondly, especially looking back through the decades. Really made you appreciate culture, and made a lot of people go back and rewatch those shows that they probably wouldn't have anyways. So it was definitely a nice cultural thing to have. It needed to happen. It was an important show to happen. Can't wait for the future of Wanda, because her being the actual Scarlet Witch now opens up the gate. Like, we've literally just scratched the surface on her powers, which is absolutely amazing to me. For her to almost kill Thanos without actually knowing what she was and what she was capable of is mind-blowing. So, like, what can she do? It was confirmed in the episode that she's more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme, which is Doctor Strange, who she's going to be in the next movie with. So I want to see how that plays out. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about WandaVision. There's nothing really more that I can add there. Wish we got more. Glad with what we got. That's really it. So anyways, I want to briefly talk about Spider-Man 3. I do still think that we're still getting a trailer this week. Maybe, hopefully this weekend, but maybe sometime throughout the week. They like to release their trailers like in the middle of the week for some reason. So yeah, definitely watch out for that these next 2 weeks before Falcon and Winter Soldier start. Me and Ryan are going to try to do more videos on Winter Soldier than we did with WandaVision, just because our schedules are just a bit more cleared up. Because we worked out things with our jobs and everything. So yeah, we expect more videos with Falcon and Winter Soldier than you did with WandaVision. because this is gonna be more. So WandaVision was more like us speculating and everything. Falcon and Winter Soldier is gonna be like us being like super hyped about what happened and like super excited to talk about it. So yeah, watch out for that. When the Spider-Man 3 trailer comes out, I'm going to make a video on that. Trust me. I'm gonna piss my pants probably in the video. I'm so freaking excited for it. Cannot wait. Also, I know I said welcome to the island already, but new channel name, The Island of Nerds, or Total Nerd Island. I can't believe I just messed that up. Yeah, I wanted to change it. Jerikai Squizzer is gonna be my gaming name. It was originally supposed to be my game channel name, but we started to do these videos, so I was like, okay, I got to figure out a name for our podcast. So, Total Nerd Island. There you go. Nobody was really speculating on that, so you probably don't care, but I think it's a pretty cool name. Yeah. But yeah, so we have a lot planned for the future. I finally finished writing. No, I still have like a couple more songs to write, and then my album is going to be released sometime this summer, so still a little ways out. I just wanted to remind you guys of that. So yeah, stay classy, don't burn the marshmallows. Kevin Feige, cast me as Ben Reilly. Have a wonderful day, beautiful people.